You are watching the All the Rage Gaming podcast on Ragebreed TV or on Ragebreed Radio.
All the Rage Gaming is a global podcast created for gamers around the world, a high-energy hub for game talk, streaming culture, esports, and community connection. Broadcasting under the Ragebreed Media Network, ATRG delivers fresh gaming news, honest opinions, guest creators, and real community interaction. Whether you're a casual player, competitive grinder, or content creator, All the Rage Gaming is where gamers unite, laugh, debate, and share the passion that keeps us pressing play.
What are your top 5 video games?
What's up, guys? My name is Jordan and I'm with All the Rage Gaming. We are talking about our top 5 video games. Me personally, I have played games for a very long time. I've played an array of games for a very long time. Starting with my top 5, or starting with number 5, I would have to say Skull and Bones. Granted that there's no hand-to-hand combat, but you can go on land, you can go to shops, sell, barter, trade. There's a job board just for headhunting alone. On top of that, it is multiplayer. You can have up to 3 people with you. You build your ship from the ground up. The graphics are immaculate, and I'll give it that as well. Number 4 for me, Need for Speed Heat. I've been playing Need for Speed for a very long time. And to me, Need for Speed Heat is, graphic-wise, beautiful. But if you're really wanting to tune your car, or build your car, or do all the small extra stuff, Need for Speed Heat is the way to go. And granted, there is a lot of missions and quests. You can swap from day to night. If you play during the daytime, you win money. You play at night, you win rep. So it's pretty easy to understand if you haven't played it. Number 3, I respectfully, Minecraft. I've been playing Minecraft since it came out, and Minecraft for me, it's therapy. That's exactly what it is. It's therapy. Gets me through, and the amount of creative opportunity that you have in that game, amazing. Number 2, I would have to say I'm a little old school, but for me, Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Just the players that you can unlock, the characters you can unlock, the things that you can unlock. And on top of that, that game does take a lot of skill. For somebody that's never played it, listen, don't just jump in. Take your time. Again, hands down, amazing game that was made. And my number 1 game, between a lot of things that I play, but I think number 1 for me would have to be No Man's Sky. The endless possibilities of exploring galaxies. There's thousands of hours worth of gameplay and things to do in that game. You'll never not have anything to do. The only thing that I think I could say for No Man's Sky is they need to add a few more things here and there, you know, as far as multiplayer goes. But with that being said, No Man's Sky has endless possibilities, factions you can join, as well as, you know, missions, side missions, and little stuff here and there. The star map alone is incredible. It is extensive. But I would recommend that. 10 out of 10. I would recommend No Man's Sky. And honorable mention, Red Dead 2 online. Rockstar still has a few things that they need to figure out for themselves. But as far as Red Dead 2 online goes, the gameplay, Red Dead 2 is beautifully made. there's so much you can do, and it being multiplayer, so that works itself out. But there's so much you can do with it, as well as, you know, figuring out what you want to be in the game, and that ranges, you know, anywhere from a hunter to trader to herbologist, if you will. So yeah, there's plenty to do in Red Dead 2. But with that being said, guys, my name is Jordan. And please, y'all follow All the Rage Gaming. Shout out to Karina. Other than that, you guys have fun.
Hey, it's Sam from Sculptures, just about to venture the cold, but we need to talk about Microsoft's last conference. The Fable game. Fable, absolute god tier game for me when I was younger. There's a reboot, there's a new Fable game coming out. Peter Molyneux is not involved anymore, the very easy Peter Molyneux. Amazing game design. A bit too many things to think about, you know, sort of. We can grow a tree and keep it for 20 years and it'll still be a game. Crazy stuff. However, the new Fable game looks absolutely incredible. Running on your E5, so for the graphics whores out there, we're gonna love it. Looks amazing. Loads of new things to do, but you can still be a chicken chaser. So, with that in mind, keep chasing your chickens, put to yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Industry and business news. Ubisoft restructures and cuts projects. Major news came from Ubisoft, which announced a substantial restructuring of its studios and operations, cancelling 6 games including the long-anticipated Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time remake, and delaying others as part of efforts to adapt to evolving market conditions and rising development costs. Xbox Developer Direct 2026 delivers new announcements. Microsoft held its Xbox Developer Direct showcase on January 22nd, unveiling high-profile upcoming titles such as Forza Horizon 6. Set in Japan, Fable reboot with expanded player choice, Beast of Reincarnation, and Kiln. These will launch across platforms, many with Xbox Game Pass support.
Game releases and updates. New multiplayer features for Kirby Air Riders. Nintendo released a free update for Kirby Air Riders on Switch 2, adding game share support and expanded multiplayer features, a big quality of life and social play improvement. Xbox Game Pass Editions. Joinable now on Game Pass is the Talos Principle 2, offering thoughtful puzzles and narrative for subscribers. Server shutdowns announced. 3 Xbox games are confirmed to be shutting down online servers in January, reminding players that live services from past generations continue to sunset.
Releases and launches in January. January saw a mix of notable releases and a generally busier launch slate than some might expect for early in the year, spanning indie, mid-tier, and full-price titles. Confirmed January launches. Pathologic 3, January 9th, Psychological Horror. Animal Crossing, New Horizons, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, mid-January launch discussed in early calendars. The Legend of Heroes, Trails Beyond the Horizon. January 15th. Neo, Memories in Orbit. January 20th. Nova Roma. January 22nd strategy title. Code Vein 2 and other games hitting markets late month. These releases span genres from narrative adventures and strategy to action RPGs, showing a diverse start to 2026.
Esports and community. The Mobile Legends Bang Bang M7 World Championship wrapped up in late January, with Aurora Gaming PH claiming the title and breaking viewership records for mobile esports in the process.
Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. It's Karina from All the Rage Gaming. Some of you know me as Karina from Rage Breed, Mind Labs, Lake of Dreams, or even Rage Fast. But yes, I am here. I'm going to be talking to you about the retro gaming. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, and I'm a real fucking old bitch, right? So, let's go back into sort of like the 80s, shall we? Now, 80s and 90s, because growing up, we didn't have really computers, and it was only until I used to live in, I think it was, now let me get this right because I don't want to tell you something wrong. So the first computer I ever played on was the Amstrad, and it was my cousin's computer, and I used to go there and we used to basically play 2 games actually. One was called Fun to Learn. Oh no, tell a lie, there's 3. One was called Fun to Learn, one was called Fruit Machine, and one was called Nifty Lifty. And I don't know if you guys remember that. But then we used to have a handheld game which was Space Invaders, if you guys remember that from back in the day. I'm really showing my age now. I'm cool with it. I'm actually 45 years old. I'm going to be 46 this year. And my experience in gaming has been quite, versatile in the sense that, I've always been a bit more of a retro player. I had my first Amiga. I remember when, it all came out back in the day, and, to even connect to the internet, you used to have those, kind of sound, this is how old I am. So yeah, I mean, fucking hell, that was years ago. And Amiga, so when I first had the Amiga, I remember playing now it was called New Zealand Story. 100%. If you guys remember New Zealand Stories, it was fucking epic. It was really good. And then that was my first experience, because then we discovered joysticks. Not those types, you dirty fucks. I'm talking about the actual proper joystick for Amiga. And that's when I learnt Street Fighter 2. And it was a really enjoyable game. And I remember, so much of my time I would be in this little lilac room. And my mum was pregnant with my brother. And my little brother and I used to play Street Fighter 2. And then later on, when things started advancing a little bit, there was Super Nintendo, the SNES. Now, if any of you are still SNES fans, because I simply am, I love the old school retro, SNESs are just fucking great, aren't they? I'm swearing a lot today, sorry. Well, not sorry. So I started off with Mario, Super Mario Brothers, and I absolutely loved that game. Now I am missing a bit out actually. With the Amiga, there was Prince of Persia, and I don't know if you guys remember Prince of Persia. That was one of my favourite games because I loved all the potions. I loved the excitement of nearly being fucking chopped in half. That was good, and it was really kind of cool. Do you understand? It was very, very cool. So I guess for me, Prince of Persia was like a really epic game. I really enjoyed that, and so get back to the SNES anyway, because we've touched on that. The other, actually, before we go back to the SNES, there's 2 other games I want to talk to you about. So does anyone remember the Home Alone game? That was on my dad's laptop, and I used to go on to that, and it used to scare the hell out of me when the burglars used to come and find me. And then there was also Thundercats, and there was Mum-Ra, which used to scare the living hell out of me. So yeah, I have some really fond memories of gaming as a child, and then when I was a teen, SNES, Super Nintendo. So from that point on, it was all about the consoles. And I remember a specific time as well, because my brother really got into Sonic the Hedgehog, and and then we discovered Final Fantasy. Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! What a great game that is, or was, or is, I guess, because it's still there. But my point being is that just kind of I was just wowed. And then from after that, when you start looking at things like Skyrim, I was just so wowed, and Halo, and yeah. The problem I found a lot for me is, I was so used to my 2-dimensional games, and 3-dimensional you know, I was like, what? What is this? I didn't know whether you could turn around. And I used to spend a lot of time trying to figure out where I am and what I was doing for the more newer experiences and stuff. But I was always very good with fighting. I'm one of these girls that enjoys a good fight, you know. And so I'd sit there and we'd be playing like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and Street Fighter 2. I like fighting games, they're my thing. I'm not so keen on, like, I would say car games. I'm like, nah, boring. I like things that are either epic or fighting, which is probably why I do what I do of Mind Lapse and, you know, Lake of Dreams. It either has to be epic or it's got to be fighting. Because I'm all about the self-defense. So, yes, very, very cool. So that's pretty much all for me. I just wanted to kind of talk you through my journey of, like, you know, gaming and you know, the past and the retro and currently, you know. I am at the moment going to be reviewing something shortly, probably in February, I think. And it's a device that you plug into your TV which has all the retro games on it. And I'm very fucking excited because it just sounds amazing. And it has things like Prince of Persia on there. So I was like, yes, needs to happen, gotta have it. So yeah, so I'm going to try it out. It's either going to be February or March, we'll see. And I will do a review on this and let you guys know. But yeah, I'm, like I said to you, I mean, the guys in our team are so much more clued up with the newer stuff than I am. But what I will say is that the online Walking Dead game is absolutely awesome. If you haven't had a go, have a go, because it is really, really good. I mean, like, I'm a huge fan, as you know, of the Walking Dead franchise. I love it all. I love all the spin-offs. I love everything about it. But yeah, I mean, it was so great to see a game because, yeah, if you haven't had a chance, go check it out. I think you can play it online now. So, you know, give it a go. Tell me what you think. Let me know. Actually, drop comments on this podcast and let me know how you get on with the Walking Dead game, and let me know what your favourite one is, because I would like to know if there's those of you out there that have been playing that at all, because I know they've done a few, haven't they? So let me know what your favourite one is, and we will have a discussion on it on the next episode of All the Rage Gaming. So that's about it for me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I've really enjoyed myself. I've really enjoyed, you know, getting the content from my team. You guys make this happen. I love my team to bits. They're absolutely fucking amazing. I know I'm swearing a lot. I would normally apologise, but right now I don't care because fuck it. That's what I'm just going to say. So, All the Rage Gaming, absolutely awesome. If you haven't liked the page on Facebook, go do it. If you haven't followed the group on Facebook, go do it and support us. Get involved. You know, we're putting all this cool stuff out. Get involved. Enjoy it. It's a community. So, with that said, I will love you and leave you. Keep on gaming.
Keep on gaming with All the Rage Gaming.
We are currently looking for All the Rage Gaming staff. If you're a content creator and would like to do live streaming, or would like to do any kind of content in terms of videos for this podcast, or maybe you want to admin our group, get in touch. Please contact Keith Eads at All the Rage Gaming, or drop us a quick message on the All the Rage Gaming page and someone will be in touch.